Hello people, zdravo ljudi, tu je sa mnom Tom Hardy, htio sam reći Tom Hardy. Ova dva prekrasna mladića s bujnom kosom danas će vam pričati o jednoj velikoj stvari koja se događa u Gardenu skoro mjesec dana od prekjučer pa nadalje. Danas je konačno dobro vrijeme i ovdje traje OktobeerFest. OktobeerFest po OktobeerFestu u Njemačkoj, u Bavariji, odnosno u Minhenu, samo što je ovdje puno bolje jer ima 8 piva spremljenih apsolutno i samo za ovaj događaj. Kako je Tom malo prije rekao, to je uglavnom bazirano ne na lagerima, nego na lager kvascima. Što su lager kvasci, šta je Garden Brewery i zašto morate doći u sljedećih mjesec dana ovdje? S naglaskom da ću ja voditi Beer Mile. Did you ever run Beer Mile?
I worked on the original Beer Mile.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But you never run.
No, that's a walking pace. Yeah.
Don't do it, it's too hard. So, idemo lagano popričati o 8 piva koje vas očekuju kao premijera samo ovdje u Gardenu. Tu smo na Žitnjaku, možete doći dvojkom, imate pol sata negdje od glavnog ili naravno sa taksijem Uberom, nemojte dolaziti svojim autom jer neće biti pametno. So, Tom, tell me who are we and what are we doing here?
Okay, well we're here for OktobeerFest. You're Ribafish. I'm Tom, so I'm the director of the Garden Brewery, and we're here today to taste some of the beers that we have on. We have released 8 special beers because it's OktobeerFest, not just Oktoberfest, but it's
Octo 8!
Yeah, it's pretty clever.
Hello, I'm Ribafish.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit stupid. Octo!
Yeah, so the idea was we do an Oktoberfest, and then because we are the Garden and we like to make lots of beer, we thought OktobeerFest. We laughed in the meeting, it became a thing.
Really?
Here we are.
Who will make all 8 of them? Okay.
Yeah. So the idea was, can we make 8 different beers that kind of stand alone as their own thing, but all using lager yeast and kind of different ways, different techniques, different between the older styles and the more traditional ones, something newer and more modern kind of styles. So we can try some beers. If you'd like.
Okay, definitely. So they are numbered from 1 to 8.
Yes.
What do you suggest if tomorrow when somebody come, just to try from 1 to 8, or there is some other way how to drink it and try it?
You can do 1 to 8 for sure. I'd mix a few around. I'd probably start with 2.
Okay.
So we can do that.
No, okay.
So this is the special OktobeerFest Pilsner. So this is actually our Pilsner, the one we have all year round, but we've used some Slovenian hops in this one as a kind of trial to kind of bring more local.
Hopsy.
Not the Germans. Working with Hopsy. Exactly. So,
there is a great story. Oh, sorry. There is a great story about guys from Hopsy, Slovenia. When I meet them and I asked them, it was in Novi Sad, Serbia. So, guys, Slovenia is number 2 in Europe with beers, with hops.
Hops, yeah.
And there is not a gram of hops in Croatia. What's the point? Why is this happening? And he said, ne vem kako da povem to, ali Hrvati su ljeni. So Croats are lazy and that's why we don't have hops and Slovenians have and they make it great.
I would say that's not strictly speaking true.
No?
No, you've got with the way hops are grown, they're all grown on the kind of, there's a little band the hops can be grown in. And while Slovenia is right in that pocket, maybe a bit of Mežimori, maybe you could grow hops, but not really. So it's kind of, they have a better climate for it, and they're right in that kind of strip, which goes from there. You've got Germany.
Blah 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 blah.
It's not about laziness.
But it's hard to grow it.
It's difficult to grow. It takes about 7 years to get a good yield.
Yes,
from a hop farm.
And you have to go up every day and 5 meters high and come on, please love your rope, please do it. And after time, like this. So we are drinking now.
So this is the Oktober Pilsner. So this is with the Slovenian hops.
What do you have to feel in your nose when you smell classic Pilsner?
I mean, it's classic Pilsner, but you can smell you've got just a bit of fruitiness to it as well. It's a bit more floral than you get from the German hops. But essentially, you're getting a classic kind of Pilsner finish to it.
Yes. a little, kako se kaže gorak?
Bitter.
It's bitter, yeah.
Yeah, but easy bitter, not,
Yeah.
not that industrial bitterness.
No, exactly. So Pilsners, you want to have a little bit more bitterness in your lagers for them.
Yes,
They'll
yes,
come in
yes.
about 30 IBUs.
But gentle, gentle.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yes, it's not so yellow like classic industrial beers. It's just gentle and clean.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I mean, the thing is that lager shouldn't just be for the industrial beers
Yeah.
because it's been, there's such tradition behind it. The beers are generally very tasty. I would drink industrial lagers more than I would drink, craft sometimes as well because there is that kind of, it's tradition, it's flavor, it's there. So there's no reason why we can't do that as well.
What's your secret?
Secret?
Yes, you have 75 kilos.
Not anymore. I did at one point.
He's producing. This guy is making recipes. He's, I don't know, he's mother and father of these beers and he's still thin. Oh my god. I don't trust you at all.
I'm very, very flattering what I'm wearing today. It's a black.
That's why we wear these shirts.
Exactly.
Yeah. So number two is number one.
Number two is now number one, which is the Keller Helles. So this would be my my go-to at the moment. So Keller Helles would tend to be, it's a unfiltered lager. So you can see, or the Helles style. So it's less bitter, but also you can see that it's got a slight haze to it. And so generally the Keller Helles styles are totally unfiltered. Kellerite is cellar, basement kind of.
Yes, yes. And for how long it can be conserved? For how long? What is
Shelf life.
the best of the best before? Because
The shelf
if it is
life-
unfiltered. How are you making this? in a
Okay.
can?
Yes. So the shelf life is about around. You could get. We have a year in our cans. You could probably push it off to a year and a half, I'd say. But yeah, you will. This will taste pretty fresh till around the 10-month point for sure.
Wow, not so bitter at the end.
That's lighter. Yeah.
Yes, and I can feel. I can feel not yeast but ječam. Barley.
Barley. Yep.
Yep,
It's
yep.
got. It's generally these beers. Whenever you kind of put lagers, this is coming in at 5.5%. So you're starting to up.
5.5?
So you're starting to up the alcohol a bit. And whenever you use that much malt to get to your alcohol, you tend to get more breadier flavors.
Yes, yes,
as
yes,
well.
yes.
So it's kind of, and that's why you have the kind of the OktobeerFest and everything else, like the German styles. This is liquid bread, which we can move on to next. So we'll do that.
Wow.
Let's go to number 3. Let's
beer.
go. So this is the Fest beer. So this is our take on the traditional, when you go to Oktoberfest, this is the beer that everyone has in these big glasses, smashes them around, which we have for the event. So you can buy these at the event, and if you buy your own, then it's yours to keep, and then you can drink 1 liter beers.
Okay, I know many of my friends who will do that.
Invite them down. Yeah, we've got a few. These are limited, but we will have enough for the festival, we hope. But they might sell out early. But the idea being,
Will you throw it?
So people, hey, I got an anecdote. I will say it in Croatian.
Yeah.
So, kad sam bio na Oktoberfestu, prvi put bila je 2002, 2003 negdje, i sad naravno svaki pošteni Hrvat želi odnijeti kući jednu ovakvu kriglu, ali to je skupo i druga stvar ne daju ti. I sad ja popio jednu, drugu, treću i prvo sam sakrio tu negdje ovdje, jednu ruksak i jednu pod jaknom nosim van. I šta se dogodi? Ja prolazim van i dolaze 2 velika lika. Bodyguards kaže, momak vadi to van. Što nismo u Njemačkoj, jesmo, ali vadi to van, ajde. Mislim da su bili iz Bosne, Srbije i Hrvatske, puno su veći od mene bili i ja sam morao izvaditi sve te krigle van. I ostalo me zadnjih tih 10 eura i sa tih zadnjih 10 eura ja kupim zadnje pivo, popijem ga i sednem i ne znam šta ću s njim i lik koji sjedi pored mene pogledaju se lijevo desno i neko lagano kaže Giovanni, si! Claro, si! I čovjek uzme, znači ovu mas od litre i baci preko ograde, preko živice i čuje se tup, zato jer je iza bila livada. I šta je bilo? Ovaj Taljan je rekao drugom Taljaninu čisto je, bacio, ovaj pao i oni su zbrisali. Onda sam ja uzeo kriglu Ali nema mog Taljana tamo sa strane, kažem, a ništa, valjda će proći. I bacim. Fuck, so I don't have mass. And I think one German guy don't have teeth. So
Yeah.
very, very sad story. So this is fest beer.
This is the fest beer. So
What's the difference between Helles and Pilsner?
with this one is you would kind of use a bit more of Munich in it, so it's kind of, you want that, you see in the color it's a bit more golden than our
Yes.
That's with the use of Munich malt, and then this is a Munich style beer for festivals, and then I want you to guess the ABV.
On the nose, no idea. Wow, so great bitterness, but inside of mouth. It's like a great attack of green little corn of hops. It's about 55, I believe.
5.5.
Alcohol, sorry.
Yeah.
But the 6.2.
6.2?
Yeah.
Okay, not too far away. We're coming in at 6.8 on this.
Is it legal?
It's legal. You can do it. But this is exactly it.
16.
It has a really nice hoppy character, but also this is where like liquid bread and stuff comes into it. You can get real bready notes off this.
Yes, and what's the IBU?
The IBU on this one, that's a very good question. I can check.
Oh, you're blind also.
I'm blind, I can't see it.
Brother.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. It doesn't take, it's going to have, I would say, probably around 40 in this.
40, yes.
Because it has to back up the alcohol, but yeah.
That's my favorite right now.
Yeah.
Very, very, very nice. So, how you can make different from Pilsner and Fest beer, Pilsner bitterness after, and here in Fest beer when you sip it in the mouth.
Actually, that's the alcohol as well. You can kind of get that. There's a bit more meat in the bones on this one, so you can.
But I still didn't feel alcohol. You know,
No,
that's
yeah.
alcohol. Ooh, I'm here. I will burn your mouth.
Yes, but yeah, you can feel it in the body. It's there. It's a bit richer, but it's not. Yeah, you're not getting any fusel kind of alcohol burn.
But yes, it makes beer rich.
Yeah,
richer.
But it's a bit dangerous.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, we're gonna jump ahead to 7,
Okay.
and then we're gonna do some other stuff.
New Zealand.
So this is a New Zealand dry hop pilsner. So the idea for this one was, okay, so obviously they're making lagers out there as well, on the other side of the world. So this is kind of what you can do with that. We use some pretty classic New Zealand hops, but Nelson Sauvin, and we have Pacific Sunrise. So Nelson Sauvin is a hop which is grown in the same region as Sauvignon Blanc and the wine style. So you kind of get is a similar, quite similar to that. You've got like a minerality. You've got like kind of gooseberry. You've got it's kind of white wine grape.
Yes, look at the foam. It's totally white.
Yep.
And we are back on a not so golden yellow.
This is a lighter version, yes.
But it smells like wine. It's
And you get that taste.
in Croatia we'll say gemisht.
I was going to say, it's kind of tastes a bit like Russia, man.
No. Cheers. This is totally different. What do you say about these not Grašvina, Sauvignon beers and Chardonnay beers? It is very popular now between that little population who knows everything about beers. So guys from Goblet and Ambasada, these 200 guys that now drinks beers from big bottles, 0.75.
Yeah, yep.
And this is more wine than beer. What is called that?
products. So they're kind of sour beers usually, and so the mixed fermentation with hops, different fermentations. You leave them in barrels for a while, so you can barrel age them too. You can do loads of stuff with it. There's a new style kind of growing at the moment where you mix the wine must with beer, so you kind of blend it all in together. And so it's basically beer wine hybrids are kind of, I think, it's never going to be like the total feature of beer, but it's definitely going to be a niche kind of corner which is going to continue to grow because it's super interesting.
Yes, because I know a lot of people that they are bored with normal beers. He knows everything. For 20 years he drinks the same beer and he has no fun, happiness, nothing.
Yeah.
Just it's my beer and I want to change something. So there is a lot of niche to change their world. So that's one of them. It's not mine, but okay.
I think
So this is very interesting. If you didn't try, ako niste probali ovo, jako će vas iznenaditi. To je evo nešto sasvim drugačije, garantiram da niste ovako zanimljivo pivo probali. Ko da ono pijete nekakav bogati gorki gemišt. Totalno čudno, ali opet je više naglasak na pivu nego na vinu, u nosu, onako ko da su koštice grožđa. Totalno zanimljivo, skroz. What's the number of it?
this is number 7.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Number 7. Have you ever been to New Zealand?
No, I haven't.
Me too.
I haven't. But whenever we started the brewery, our first head brewer, Nick Calder,
Yes.
he was from New Zealand, so we ended up having loads of the hops. So we kept the soft spot for it, and we bring them in every so often.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Friendship. Don't know the continents.
Okay,
Oh, Dinamo beer.
this is a Dynamo beer. Yeah. This is number 5. This is our land beer. And basically, this is a kind of traditional style. It's like it should be a kind of darker amber. Let's come through there. Kind of. The main thing about this one, which sets it apart from the rest of the batches, we made this one gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
This is a gluten-free product, number 5.
I'm scared. It smells like beer. It looks
It's
like
definitely
beer.
still beer.
What is the process to move gluten out of beer?
Well, so
I don't know if I probably say something stupid, but I'm
no,
really interested. about it.
so beer is most lager beer. So whenever you see a beer that's clear like this, generally it's going to be quite low in gluten. Anyway, the idea of beer being high in gluten is not true in all styles. If a beer is hazy or usually dark beers like stouts, or wheat beers, obviously they're anything which is you can't see through, basically, is generally high in gluten. This stuff isn't. So what we can do is we can take away the rest of the gluten by using an enzyme that we add in during the process, usually at the start. In the brew house at the beginning, we can just add in an enzyme, and that enzyme will help break down that final bit of gluten and bring it under the threshold of where it needs to be. So you're still getting all the flavor of gluten-free beer doesn't have to taste bad, basically. But generally people who only make gluten-free beers aren't brewers. They're making it to fit a purpose as opposed to
Maybe in the nose, I missed something. Beery.
yeah.
Yes, but in the mouth it's totally correct. I would just want to know, would you ever try to make, or you already made some 0.0 beer?
We made some in conjunction with another company that wasn't made on this site. We didn't have the ability to, but we are looking at that heavily into next year. And we actually have 2 products in our tank right now, which will be lower now. So it'll either be 0 or be 1%. And we've spent a lot of time, a lot of research, and we're working with some other breweries as well. And that's our next kind of big new push.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
No, it's a secret. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at low and no pretty strongly over the next year. It'll start small, of course, but we'll. I think it's a really interesting part of the market. I think that especially in areas like probably England mostly at the moment. That's what it is. That's what you have to do.
Yeah,
You know, and it's becoming very, very normal. And again, just because it's no alcohol doesn't mean it has to taste bad. And that's,
This
that's
is
the thing.
the biggest problem
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Because all of those beers 0.0, it's tasteless. It's, I hate it when I open it, so I can't drink it. So I'd rather drink water for 10 days than if I have to.
No, agreed. I think that, you know, generally the alcohol-free beers tend to taste like water, in that they're very there's nothing to them. They've got no body. They're just fizzy malt drinks, essentially.
Yes. So the first one who makes the perfect recipe for 0.0 beer, he will get rich, because the only problem now is that it has no taste at all, and it's disgusting. All of them.
So you can make really, really nice full-bodied non-alcoholic beers. The big problem that you have with that style is stability of product.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
So we could make one right now. We could leave it in our tank on 0, and you could come into the back of the brewery and we could pour it off. It would taste fantastic. But the unknown is what happens when it comes out of there into a can, into a keg. That's what we have to. Yeah. So the thing is, right now we can make it. We just don't know how to get it places.
Yes.
You know, and that's the big challenge coming through. That's one of our big challenges for next year. But we're pretty confident that we've got a lot lined up that we can do.
Don't call me. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just
What?
nothing.
Okay. So number 4, cold IPA.
Cold IPA.
What does it mean?
So basically, in beer, we're always trying to make new things, and this does look like we've run out of ideas. But we haven't. This is actually, you know, I wasn't a believer whenever it was one of our team came and said, I think we should make a cold IPA, and I was just like, what? What is that? But essentially, it is you make it like it's an IPA, but then you ferment it like it's a lager. And the results so far have been, this beer in particular, I think, is one of the best beers we've made in months. It's super, it's like, basically it's hoppy, it's clean, but it's also crisp. It's kind of, it is a perfect mix between, you know, our pale ale IPAs and lagers.
They're laughing at us.
I know.
To me or him?
No.
No. Okay.
Both of us.
We don't listen to you.
Yeah.
This is which one?
This is the cold IPA number 4.
Number 4.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Alcohol.
Is coming in at around 5, I think. 5.5.
It's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So it's big flavors.
yes, lot
Yeah.
of flavors, full-bodied. Oof, interesting. Oh, totally interesting.
So it's kind of, you get the full flavor, the full body, you get everything you got from an IPA, but the finish, it's all super dry. So it's like a lager.
Yes.
But you've got all the front flavor of the IPA, and that's it. This is brewed purely with citra.
Citra, yes.
Yeah, so you've got that.
Yes. Wow. Different. Wow, totally cool. Where this style come from? Cold IPA.
I do not remember. Someone read it on a blog or something, and then. But there aren't that many in circulation yet. But you'll start to see them a lot more across Europe, for sure.
Okay. Now, are we going to some beer judging around the world, or you're like a slave here? So don't move. Yeah.
No, I'm actually I'm flying out to America tomorrow. I'm going for the hop harvest. So I fly to Seattle tomorrow, then a couple of days in Seattle, then 3 days in Yakima, and that's where nearly every hop you have in the pale ale or an IPA is grown in like one big valley and it's Wild West. You know, you drive 3 hours into the country. Like there's Indian reservation ground, and then there's this one valley. You just kind of over a peak and into this valley, and you've just got all the hops and peaches, loads of peaches and hops.
All the hops.
And it's like it's a 1-horse town, and you stay there, spend 3 days there, and every single person who's anyone from brewing industry is there. So you'll be drinking at the bar with the guy who made Sierra Nevada, and it's crazy.
You're going to Mecca and Medina in one day.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
How many styles are now when you are judging? I don't know. Beer Fest, but with the great, well known in the world. So when we started to in Croatia, there were some festivals, but homebrewers, and they have 5 styles for to judge.
Competition.
Yes, for competition. Yeah.
Yes, the competition, and then it goes to 10, then to 12. What is the number now in the world if you go to some contest and with your beer, how many of them is there? Because now there is about 200, 300 styles. That
Yeah. I mean,
normal.
I think the bigger ones I've seen having 25 there, but generally most beer festivals don't want to mess around with more than 12 to 15. Because it's not tenable.
Yes.
Yeah, you can only drink so much.
It goes too far. Baterija mi je prazna. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
on. What's
All right,
next?
we're gonna do the final 2 now, and these are the darker styles.
Doppelbock.
It's the Doppelbock. So this again is a kind of this is a classic Munich style. It was originally made by monks, and this is where I keep on saying the term liquid bread. This is where the term came from.
What a sexy Coke color.
Yeah, it looks like a Coke.
It doesn't smell like a Coke.
No.
Yes, bread. But bread where we were poor in Croatia, in the beginning of 80s, there was a crisis, one of those crises. Every 5 years is some crisis.
One of the crises.
Yes, and then we eat for the first time black bread.
Yep.
And it was great. So and after that, oh, we're not in crisis anymore. Oh yeah, let's eat white. Yeah. And the black was better. So how many dark beers are you sold here? Sell here, and how many white? Because 15 years ago when I started to write about beers,
Yeah.
it was about 92 against 8.
Yes.
It's like this, 98, 10.
Yeah. We have so in our tap room, on our board we will generally have around 4 dark beers, 4 to 5 light beers, lower alcohol, 4 to 5 light beers, higher alcohol, and then 4 to 5 sour beers as well. So we just do a full mix now.
It's racism. I like black beers. As I'm getting older, I enjoy much into strong, nice, powerful beers than in 10 light.
Yeah.
Especially tomorrow. So, coffee, chocolate,
Yep.
vanilla, but not so much like in other products.
Yep.
So did you. And very drinkable.
Yeah.
Very drinkable. It is low percent of alcohol, or I'm just.
Oh no, this is 7.3. Yeah. This is one of the stronger ones.
But there is no alcohol in it.
you
There's
can't.
no
you know,
alcohol.
that's what we're going for.
He's my friend.
Yeah.
Dakle, ljudi, evo, to je majke mi. Nisam znao da ima 7,3% alkohola. Ovo da pijem je, recimo, uporedit ću sa kozelom. Kad ljudi danas kod nas piju ta neka tamna piva, pili Tomislav koji je taj Baltic Porter i koji je potpuno apšist od onog što je bio 80-ih, 90-ih i ono težak i jake, Velebitsko kojem ima više karamele nego ičega i vrlo rijetko se piju druga tamna piva. Ako volite tamna piva, Wow, ali nemojte više od 2. I think if you drink more than 2 of this...
One of these.
Oh! Okay.
Okay.
So, train station is 200 meters.
So we've got
there.
the Alka stop for the trams. Is 200 meters that way.
You have to put the train station here.
Yeah.
That's great. So, and it's not... Yes, it's the last one.
This is the last beer. This is the final one.
Oh,
this is
blackberry.
number 8.
Blackberry.
Blackberry, exactly.
Which
Baltic.
one? Oh,
the
8.
Blackberry Baltic Porter. So again, this was kind of. We like using fruit in our beers. This is the one opportunity that we had. I know you.
You start so
don't-
gentle.
You don't believe in it.
No, I find one with... what's the name of fruit? Cassandra Ljesnjak.
Hazelnut.
Hazelnut.
The nuts, yeah.
Yes, I forgot it for 1 year in my refrigerator, and I gave it to my friend. Okay, if he falls down,
See,
it's
yeah.
like I don't like it so much, him so much, and he tried and wow, what's that? It's so different. It's great. Give me half, and after 2 years in a can, it's brilliant.
Fantastic.
I will
Good.
put it like Nutella on my bread. It's great. It's great. Do you make it again every year, or it was just a special one?
I think you're talking about the hazelnut and coffee.
Coffee,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that is a special. It was a special one. It's about to enter. We're about to launch again. This is a secret. Don't tell anyone. We're about to launch a new range of core beers as well next month. So it's going to be.
Darko Contin.
So we're still gonna make lots of different beers all the time, but we're gonna kind of focus on 10 to 12 that we kind of have been brewing for years and we love, and that's one of them. So. And this is so. What do you think of this?
Keep on talking. I'm still thinking of it. So, I'm sorry. I forgot the meaning of that meeting. OktobeerFest here in the garden. Next 3 weeks, I think.
Yep.
Tom is not here. You'll come back tomorrow, okay? From
Yeah, I'm back in a
America,
week.
but everything is like you're here. Just come here and try all of these beers. They are great, but I still don't understand what is this. What is it? It is fruity. It is hard. It is boosted. It's. Oof, I like
So
it.
basically, we have porters, which are traditionally they were made first in London, and that was using the ale yeast, and that was what the general workers drank in London. It was porters, and you have porters and oysters, and that's where that comes from.
I will never understand that.
Yeah, no, it's delicious. Yeah. But then whenever they invented Baltic porters, again, that's using a lager yeast. So the yeast came from the Baltic, they were using it in the Baltic region, and obviously because they were in that direction, they're using a bit more alcohol. So you get really strong beers, and it's got fruit, it's got coffee, it's got everything.
My friend Nico Roshi, who is, I think that he's pioneer of, sorry?
Barista.
Barista, yes.
Barista.
He's one of, he's the best barista in Croatia for 2 times. And when he first time showed me the real coffee from Ethiopia and Salvador, and you drink that coffee and it's sour. Because coffee is a fruit, and we drink in Croatia. I don't know what we are drinking. This is some kind of coffee that was made 10 years ago, and we are drinking now. Okay, I go to toilet. That's the meaning of coffee. No, that's not meaning of coffee. So this is a kind of it is so refreshing.
Yeah.
It's so sour, but not so sour. It's coffee-y, but very nice, very nice. Sometimes when I drink your, and Cassandra, of course, your stouts with, I don't know, chocolate, Milka, Nutella,
all
limonada,
that dessert
Chocolino,
stuff. Yeah.
everything. Yes, and it is a little bit too much sugar for me in my brain. I don't know if it's here, but it's my sugar line is too high, but it is very interesting. Very interesting. Wow.
But again, using the lager yeast, it comes out a little bit drier than everything
Yes,
else. So
yes,
that
yes,
helps
yes.
a lot,
Oh, okay. Now we will drink everything else.
Yeah.
And thanks a lot, Tom.
No problem.
Tom
thank you.
Hara, not Tom Hardy, my favorite actor. You look like.
Oh, thank you.
So we are here in the Garden Brewery. Come here every day, not only at weekends. No,
every
of
day.
course, of
Open
course.
every day.
Yeah, from
We are open from 10 a.m. till midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and 2 a.m. Friday, Saturday.
okay. If you drink all 8 of them, you can take me to Chavapi with you, and we can talk about it. So don't miss all the posts on Ribafish.com, because we will every day say something new about Beer Mile and all the other games around and inside of brewery. That cornhole, did you try it?